Ladies and gentlemen, we have gathered you here today to bid farewell to the RS5's factory ECU flash. We're bringing to life 60 ponies with a little flash we call it stage 1. Now, if you've seen any of my previous videos, the last time I actually did an ECU flash was on my B9.5 that I had 2 cars before this, right? And I'll never forget like the first impression of when I did that first pull. Like I was dumbfounded by how much power you can add with just a simple flash. But now with this being an RS5, I do expect the bar to be set a little bit higher, right? So I'm expecting a lot of performance to come out of this car after I do the ECU flash. Now I also do want to mention the factory performance of the RS5 is extremely thrilling, yo. I'm not even kidding. Usually I get like used to the acceleration of a car after having it for like a couple of months even, right? But I've had an RS5 for 2 years now. Even with that period of time, I still get super excited when I drive it every single day. It literally gives me everything that I need from all aspects. So now with this, I don't know what's gonna happen, but we're gonna have to do 2 things, which is fuck around and find out. So real quick, this is the Integrated Engineering Stage 1 tune. This is the Bluetooth dongle that you can tune or flash off your phone. You don't have to buy this. It's like $170 or $190 extra. But I got it just because my car has a warranty, and if something were to happen and I don't have my laptop, you can just reflash it back to stock before taking it in to get repaired or serviced. Regardless, this gives me peace of mind. I love doing it. I love having it. Just, it's nice to have. And also, if I want to upgrade to like a stage 2 or a stage 3 later on, or E85, I can still do it with this from wherever I am, okay? So check it out. Integrated Engineering is not sponsoring this video, unfortunately. Even though I did do a stage 1 video of the S5 a couple of years ago, I reached out and asked them if they would, you know, obviously sponsor this video. And in a very respectful way, they told me to go fuck myself. So I just bought it anyway. Just to save time, we're not gonna go through the whole step-by-step of the tuning process. If you guys do wanna see the step-by-step, it is in the video below, back from when I tuned the S5. Now, here's the thing. I have to put the phone down so I can tune the car, because I can't record and obviously use the IE app at the same time. So we'll be back in a second. All right, guys, we are back. So check it out, a couple of things, right? This time went a little different than the first time I tuned it. This time it asked me to do a hardware update, okay? The hardware update took like an hour and 10 fucking minutes. It was absurd, bro. I thought for sure my ECUs bricked or something happened or something got fried. But luckily it didn't. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you though is that you need to follow the whole checklist of the pre-tuned safety checklist that they give you. And make sure you add a charger to the car so that the battery doesn't die. You want to eliminate the risk of your car dying or your phone dying, you know, while you're doing this tune. So we're gonna turn the car on right now. So once you finish the tune, the first thing you'll actually notice is that the red lines are now adjusted to 7,000 RPM, and the rev limiter in park is removed from 4,000. So whenever I tune a car, I just drive it first in comfort drive mode just to see what the difference is in just the regular baseline comfort type of feel, right? And surprisingly, it's actually pretty much the exact same, which is good because I do a lot of this driving a lot if I'm on the phone or if I'm just not in the mood. Usually I'm in a comfortable mood where I want the valves closed on the Miltech and I just want to be cruising. But oh shit. Oh shit, that's a cop right there. I didn't even do nothing, but I'm fucking nervous. This is called trauma right here, where you're just nervous for no fucking reason. Now the question is how is it when I put it? Oh shit! And now boys and girls, when we press the RS button, how is it? Yo, even the pops are crazy, listen. Shit, yo. Yo, hang on, I was not ready for that. It's crazy that is exactly what 60 horsepower extra is on this car. You can feel every one of the 60, bro. The Duo. Dude, the throttle goes nuts. That's so much fun. That is crazy enjoyment right there. Like sometimes you look at it on paper and you're like, I wonder how much that 60 horsepower feels. It feels like a good bit. It is so noticeable. So far, I think the stage 1 is worth it. crazy. Yo, I'm gonna get in fucking trouble. I hope I don't get arrested. Shit. Yo, this is not what I was expecting. I was not expecting this much power increase. No, dude, no, this is nuts. This is absolutely bonkers. It just brings that Miltech out like it's its birthday, bro. Yo, the pickup on this is nuts. Dude, you would not expect it. Out of this world, dude. Okay, so far so good. I'm honestly very impressed so far with this tune. Throttle response is the first thing that honestly, other than the acceleration, the throttle response is just like explosive. Well, it definitely was not this sensitive on the stock tune. Put that out there now. Okay, the difference in the throttle response is crazy. It's almost like it thinks you want to accelerate, so it just does it for you. So with this tune, it puts the car at just over 500 horsepower. It's like 505 horsepower. And what's crazy about it is that with the same tune, if you get the high pressure fuel pump, you can start running E85. And E85 is a 90 horsepower increase over stock. And that's assuming you keep the stock air intake and you keep everything else stock. No downpipes, no whatever it is. I'm not sure what the exact power gain is on the Miltech. I don't usually like to account for too much horsepower increase, if much really, from exhaust systems. And exhaust is usually for sound. A tune is the only thing that you can notice completely just off the bat, dude. Jesus, bro. Listen to those downshifts, bro. Listen. I gotta open the window a little bit. Shit, bro, it is so aggressive, man. So the stage 1 tune, obviously, it's a stage 1 for the ECU and the TCU. I do feel like a slight increase in the aggression of the gear shift, you know, like every time I shift under heavy boost, like those punches in the lower back basically are what the car gives you every time you shift. What's more important to me than performance is how is it going to do as far as reliability, right? Am I going to run into any issues? Luckily, in my integrated stage 1 tune on the S5, I didn't run into any issues. Sometimes there was this code that would pop up for an evap. It will just come and go. It would be nothing permanent. It would just be a temporary code. But as far as the performance or whatever, it's fine. I sold the S5 that I stage 1 tuned at 90,000 miles. I sold that car to my buddy, who is a regional manager for a cell phone store. So he drives that car every day. He put an additional 90,000 miles since I sold it to him in 2023. So his car sits at like 180 something thousand miles. Still stage 1 tuned. And as far as I know, the only thing that had to get fixed with that car is actually a very common problem with the 3-liter turbos. It's the PCV valve. Super easy fix, takes 4 minutes, right on top of the engine. You can do it yourself if you're fucking blindfolded. That's how easy of a job it was. But other than that, car ran solid. So I'm hoping that the same reliability reputation for the S5 goes also and carries on over for the RS5 as well. And we're at a traffic light. You know what that means? We got to flex on this 4Runner behind us. That's what that means. Just listen. Yo, it's so aggressive. It's nuts. Bro, it's nuts. Listen to that exhaust, listen. I gotta give the benefit of the doubt to other brands. I've never tried the APR on the B9, or I never tried the 34 Motorsport tune on the B9 either. I've heard good things about all of them. But as far as today, all I can speak on is the one from Integrated Engineering. I'm honestly very impressed. I'm very, very satisfied. It just jumps out of fucking nowhere. This is what we call a thrill. Inside and out, dude. What's crazy is that I can't even imagine how a stage 3 tune on these would be. And don't give me any ideas either. Now, as far as, is it worth the money? 100%. Listen, it costs about $1,000. Hopefully, Integrated Engineering will sponsor me for the next video when I want to do more things to the car. But as far as dollar per horsepower, you're not getting any more horsepower for your money than you would with a tune, first and foremost. Not with the downpipe, not with the inlet pipe, not with the intake. Even all three of those combined aren't going to give you the same feel as just the tune. Now, as far as future plans for this car, I am going to be doing more modifications, but I am going to go for more of the cosmetic things now, right? This was honestly such a surprising... Oh, shit! Yo, why does this thing keep falling? This almost took my fucking big-ass nose out. Ow! So that's pretty much it, guys, for today's video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you guys in the next video. Peace!